What up, Yelawolf, Catfish Billy, you know, Alabama's on, here at the Fader, Fool's Gold show.
Meth lab in the back and the crack smoke peels through the streets like an early morning fog.
Here with Yelawolf from Gadsden, Alabama. What brings you out to New York today?
Man, just here for the show and here to rock the show with Fader.
You grew up in Alabama, not the biggest hip-hop place. What was it like growing up? When did you first hear hip-hop?
I was fortunate, you know, my mama was dating a dude who had previously been on tour with Aerosmith, and he had some old License to Ill and Run DMC My Adidas tapes left over from the Walk This Way tour that he gave me. And I remember specifically it was Paul Revere, the beat, the reverse 808, that I was really just, I fell in love with the sound of it.
And when did you realize this is something you wanted to do and pursue it?
Shit, man, I was in Berkeley, California, and I just, you know, I was out there skateboarding with my homies, you know, trying to make something happen with that. Just realized that, you know, I was more passionate about music and honestly more talented with music than I was with anything else, you know, and so I let that take the front seat. It was 01 when I decided to do that, you know,
Is that when you moved from Alabama, California?
Man, I've been all over, though. I hopped in my car and went to Berkeley. Moved there is kind of like unfair. I didn't move there. I just drove there and parked it at some frat house, you know what I'm saying, with all my, just a skate house with all my skateboard homies, and just camped out for months. But yeah, I mean, I went right back to Alabama and then got on a fishing boat in Alaska and did all that crazy shit, you know. I've had lots of jobs and
then when did you, because now you're really blowing up as a solo artist. When did this, you know, fast-paced exploding go on?
Well, Trump Music was the mixtape I put out that really started taking root, and people started taking notice. So I started getting, you know, these big cosigns from people, and people started really checking for my music. So when we put out Pop the Trunk with the video, people started understanding my angle.
That was a serious video. That really, it was, you know, really hardcore. What was the video? What was the process like?
We just went out there. I wrote Pop the Trunk at my crib in Walnut Park. I was just taking pieces from the neighborhood. Like, there was a meth lab behind my crib that had just burned down. So, you know, hence the first line, meth lab in the back and the crack smoke peels through the streets like an early morning fog. All that is just taking from pieces of the neighborhood. And so when we made the video, I was like, look, I just want to go home and shoot the shit, you know, from what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my pop, you know.
And those were actually your parents in the video?
Yeah. I mean, you know, we just shot it as real as possible with the people I was talking about at the places that I was talking about with people.
And what's a typical day like in Alabama when you were growing up?
Besides being out in the woods and doing all the mud bogging and shooting guns and drinking beer, you know, it's like the nightlife is, you know, the parking lot scene, cars on the parking lot, you know, just chilling, small town shit, you know.
And Yelawolf, your style is truly like no one else in the game. The way you rap and your flow is unbelievable. When did you get the sound?
Thank you first. I mean, really, it's just an evolution, man, you know. And then it turned into just learning how to do metaphors and putting words together. And really pointless lyrics, you know, just learning how to rhyme, really. I started really learning about subject matter, you know what I'm saying? Learning how to write songs. And then I moved to Huntsville into this trailer park in Alabama. And it was something about living in that neighborhood where it clicked. And I found a sound, you know what I'm saying? And I started learning how to deliver a story, you know, and deliver a culture through a record, not just rapping on some shit, but like painting a picture.
And not too long ago, you put out Trunk Music, which really exploded on the internet. It was an amazing mixtape, and everyone wants to hear something new. What's the next? Is it gonna be another mixtape or gonna be an album? What's the future?
The next project, I mean, unofficially, Trump Music was an album. The only record we didn't have that wasn't original on there was the Mixing Up the Medicine. But Trump Music 0 to 60 that's coming in October is officially an album release coming out of Interscope. I'm on tour with Wiz Khalifa right now for like 36 cities. And then Trump Music 0 to 16 is gonna drop, and man, we're gonna be warming up for another release in March. Single coming out with Gucci Mane called "I Just Wanna Party." That'll be the lead single for 0 to 16.
And what's this tattoo about? Because you don't see a lot of tattoos of fish.
This catfish, man. I was doing a regular Witch Doctor, and with my homeboy Zilla from Battery 5, and I spit a line. I said something about Catfish Billy, and I just made up the name to be this like country ass, you know what I'm saying, character. All the speed rap shit that I do, you know, I was really inspired by Twista, Mystical, Busta Rhymes. I could understand every word that they were saying, you know what I'm saying? And I've heard people flip before, and to me it was always like, if they didn't do it right, it was completely whack.
And you have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah, or you can understand what they're saying, but they're not choppy. I wanted to do it, but I wanted to do it right, so I just practice. Start learning to flip your syllables, what syllable flips over this syllable and that, you know. You start to learn which syllables click and which ones roll fast, you know. As for me, man, I try to keep it as clean as possible because I do want people to understand what I'm saying. I just want to, you know, honor where I'm from at all times and tell my story, and I think that's what will always keep me original.
Thank you, Yelawolf. Taking time out to talk to itsbongoboy.com. Itsbongoboy.com. It's updated daily.
Once upon a time when the day don't count, I met a nigga girl with a big dick, you know. I was on a skateboard with a vibe, you know. Sitting in the car with a tail sign, you know. It's $7 to make to the dinner. All I really wanted was a kid to kill. Wait till my next shoe box. This get it right back in with my deal. Look, I know you won't please from her, but I got 2400 in cash. Please nobody really deserves to see us in the box share like that. Not a ball, not a dog, not a church, and a turn, and keep and everything works. And I think I got a new girlfriend. Black or white, won't be hurt my wheels are super thin. Can't try to visit. Come on, they don't want to see me back in your jeans. This whip is built for queens, and you want to be seen with a king. When I want to see the back of your jeans. Tilted off your beam, sitting on to the side I lean. When I want to see the back of your jeans. This whip is built for queens, and you want to be seen with a king. When I want to see the back of your jeans. Yeah, baby. Y'all give it up for this motherfucker right here.